No easy way out of this thing. All right, let's see if we can solve some problems. Let's see if we can fix some stuff. Rig it if we have to. You know what I'm saying? We do what we have to do. All right, let me open the streams up so I can see what's happening. Let me see what is happening. Okay. Okay. Open a new tab. Open a new tab. And we're good to go. All right. Shut this lady down. Thank you for the song, young lady. Appreciate it. Thank you for the music. And let's see, do I have any questions to answer today before I get started? Because I'll forget. I don't want to forget. So let me see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. All right. Thank you so much for making this video. Saved me from purchasing a new vacuum cleaner. Looks like I have a kitten stuck up. What? I think that's a joke. He said it looks like I have a kitten stuck up my vacuum wand. I'm assuming that they have cats, and there's just a lot of hair. Let's hope it's not a real kitten. So let's assume that's a joke right there. Yeah. Let's assume that's a joke. Kids growing up to have diabetes instead of respect because of all the sugar coating. Oh, ouch! You be hitting them with fire there, Brianne. But you know what's funny though? I mean, it's not even funny. It's messed up. But people would defend that. People would defend kids being obese and having diabetes. Kids. Now we're bad enough, but kids, we can control what the kids eat. You know what I mean? You gotta come on. Hey, no. You're not gonna know. We're not gonna have that for dinner. You're not gonna have candy for dinner. You have to control that. So let's not act as if that's okay. It's not okay, and you're not fat shaming people or whatever. Maybe you should, because if it's your health, if that would make you kind of put that under control, then I prefer to save your life than to save your feelings. But I might be harsh about that in some people's minds. All right, guys, let's see what we got here. I'm mucking around with this little thing here. Ah, damn it! I'm mucking around with this here because I was asked to do a little compromise. It's like, listen, I need this thing back right away, and I don't care what you do, just get it done. My husband would have just glued this thing together. I'm like, gosh. So I came up with this fix to fix this broken cord holder. Well, the main thing was changing the cord. I put a brand new cord on this thing, but I was like, all right, fine, I'll do that. Because then I would have had to order this, and it was going to wait a while. She's like, I'm not going to wait that long. Just use some glue. I said, no, glue is just not going to hold this. This glue's not going to work. So I used one of those shrink wraps, and what I did with this is, listen, totally jerry rigged, okay? So what I did with this is I put two holes, like it's broken, like right here, like crack, right? Put hole here, hole here, hole here, hole here, hole here, hole here, like that, right? All around, right? So then I got these tiny little metal rods and put them into L shapes and pop them in, like brace, 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 brace. Put this thing over it, shrink it. Now this thing is solid as a rock. Somebody else would have done something probably nicer looking, but it worked. So now I'm gonna put this back on. The only problem is now I gotta fit it in there, and it's a little bit thicker than the insert. So I'm gonna cut away at this. They've had this for many years, and she's like, Wayne, just glue the damn thing on. So I was like, I think I'll do one better than a glue. Okay. So, so this is, I've been given a what do you call it, a mandate to do this. All right. This is not something I would just normally buy the new one and pop it in here. So I'm just, and I can't resist doing stuff like this because it's you get to expose a little creative side, so you're kind of tempted to like, yeah, I want to try it. Oh man. Um, Let me see what we got here. Hey, Brian, you want? I know, right? You want candy for dinner? you know, you know. I speak to some folks that do breakfast for dinner. That's cool. I mean, that's like fun night type stuff, breakfast for dinner. But we can don't act like we can't control things. It's not out of our control, man. Let's cut that out. Let's cut that out. Anyway, sometimes when people and breakfast. Yeah, when folks now you do what you do. Like I'll be honest with you. If I see a parent doing that, what am I going to do? Right? I tell them, hey, dude, that was a good idea. But we're not going to not be friends because you're not listening to me or you're not doing the way I would raise my kids. Go do you. You know what I mean? But some of these people, if you don't do what they tell you to do, you're not gonna give your kids that. But I tell you this, well, you're not my friend. You're endangering your children. You're not supporting their I don't know, whatever. It's called kids. All right. Yeah, girl. I had to freeze dry sour Skittles for breakfast today. Oh, wow. Did you really? Hey, do it, man. That's you, right? But yeah, man. Perfect. God, look at that. I tell you, sometimes you just gotta have some fun with what you're doing. You know, sometimes you just gotta have some fun. So I was able to put my piece on now. So I got my holder on here, and it works. And it works. I gotta check out. I have some Dysons I need to check out real quick. Today is more of a Q&A. I'm just going to be working, guys, just doing some stuff. And I have a gentleman that is sending me a Hoover. He's one of our listeners. He's sending me a Hoover. He's like, Wayne, I want you to do. At first, I thought he was just joking, right? When he said that he has a Hoover, Hoover Spotless. Perfect. All right, I'm done with this one. He said you have a Hoover Spotless, right? And he was like, man, I want to see you do this repair. I'll even send it to you just so you can do it. I was like, it's cool. Didn't really think. And then he called the shop and he's like, man, dude, I really want to send it to you. Give me your address. So he's shipping me a Hoover. So I can't wait, man. So we're gonna have a show dedicated to that in the coming week or so. So that's gonna be pretty cool. You said your teeth's gonna rot and fall. You know, we all got our vice, right? It is what it is. We all have our vice, and as long as you understand your trade-off with your vice, you know, try to teach that to my boys. I said, look, man, there's a lot of things you're gonna do, um, that you just have to know that this equals that. Or if you want to eat chocolate cake at night, you just know that you're gonna have to do a whole. You're gonna have to burn a lot. You're gonna have to. There's a trade-off, and I guess the problems come when we don't want to do the trade-off. The trade-off, we just like, I just want what I want, and we don't realize that you're gonna have to do something else. If you want this, you're gonna have to either give up this or you're gonna have to do this. That kind of thing. Either give up this or do this. You know. So, oh, actually, you know what? I'll put something in the. I'm gonna put a saying in the chat right here. Hold on. I have one I was looking at, and it's not quite the same, but I think it's cool. It's not quite the same, right? As a trade-off thing, but I like it all the same. Okay? Because there's always a trade. In other words, just like things that are free, somebody else is paying if it's free. There's a cost. And like free this, free that, free this, free that, free this, free that. It's like it's not really free because someone always have to pay. That's just the way the universe works. There's always a payment for this, right? This equals that. This that. You want this? Something has to be made. You have to take raw material to make this, right? It don't just come out of. And I think we don't understand it. So when people are promising stuff, and it's like too good to be true, or it's like, hey, don't worry, it's like, no, there's always there's always a part. Don't tell me it don't cost me nothing. If it reduced price, because if it's a reduced price, then I know that the company is taking they're taking a cut in their profit margin or something. So I know that you're taking a cut because maybe you want to unload your inventory. Maybe it's a promotion, something, but free, it's like, okay, who paid for this thing? All right. And then you're also told, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. It's like, yeah, I know, but free. This is, it's funny. I haven't seen this one. It's crazy. Oh. It's always good to get a. It's always good, man, to see things that you've never seen. I haven't seen this one. Like what I'm used to seeing. What I'm used to seeing is this. Used to seeing this one. But hey, cool. Cool, man. Let me move this over here. Both of these guys have the same problem. So I'm going to go inside and check them out. The cause of the problem might be different, but they have the same problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out, and I'm just going to run it, okay? And I want to see what the deal is. So sometimes when these things are going funky, just take out the filter, okay? And I'll just test it and see if it still does the funkiness. Now, if it's still doing that shut off and all that stuff and that pulsating stuff, then it might be something else. But if it does it when this is in, okay, and then it don't do it when it's out, then most likely is that you have a clog somewhere. How's that? All right? Because right now there's really going to be no suction, There's no suction. So it's running. Now I'm going to turn on max. See that? Now let's test it again. Let's test it real quick. Oh, shit. My bad. Let me put this on. Some of them don't even work without this being in the back. Nope. It seems to be running. Shit, I ain't getting nothing from this guy. Come on. You kidding me? You give it to me without no charger? This is not charged. How are you going to test it without the charger? I'm probably going to end up using this battery to try it out. Let me see if I have a charger that can charge this thing. I may have a charger in the back. All right, either way, I'm going to open it up anyway. What you don't want, and what happens to a lot of people is they'll bring machines in or cars into a shop, and it don't quite make the sound that it made with you. And if the guy just turn it on and say, I don't give it a sound, then they charge you for inspecting it, right? And you get it back and it's making a sound again. Then, that dude, you didn't do nothing, So I don't want my name to be associated with that stuff. So I'm going to still do what I would normally do to be on the safe side, because you never know. All right. So I'm just going to open this thing up and see what the deal is. Okay. Just check it out on the inside. Just give it a go. Well, I'm already seeing that it's pretty caked up in there. So either way, it can use the it can use a good service. So I'm gonna squeeze this. Oh, you like that saying there, Brianne? You want to add it to your journal? Maybe it's an aftermarket filter. It could be. It could be an aftermarket filter, right? It could be. It could very well be. Let me see. This one fits all the same. Yeah, it could very well be an aftermarket filter. Thank you for that. Why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I think of that, Brianne? Okay. So let's open this up. Let's see what's going on, man. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so let me get a little flathead. I want to get something a little thinner than the flathead. Wider, I mean. I want to get a wider thing. Hopefully this will work. I could use a flathead. The reason I said wider is because I don't like when I use the flathead and it kind of makes the like an imprint, because it's like it's so focused in that one area. I'm trying to pop it. I may have to use a flathead. I may have to use it. Let me see. All I'm doing is trying to get the pop. You pop it around the edges and it just comes right out. Give me a second. Let me do this. Pop one. It's coming up. It's coming up. Where's my gloves? Gosh. Come on, buddy. Why this one feels so? This one is very tight compared to the other ones. Yeah, normally this guy would have been out already. Okay, so what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna clean the inside of this mesh. Okay. All right, where's the other screen? I can't see the other one. I'm gonna clean inside of this mesh. I want to make sure I'm doing my job here, right? Holy cow, man! I didn't do the overhead for everybody else. Gosh, call me a Wayne. That's what I get. I got caught up. Sorry, guys. Whoever was watching the overhead version, they're like, Where's the overhead? Let me get my. You know what? I may end up doing something with that Derek Jeter picture. Someone may end up with that. I've had that for a few years, and you get a signature art piece from Wayne Williams, the famous Wayne Williams. Okay, I may do some with that Derek Jeter piece. I don't know yet. Hey, Justify. Dyson, the worst best brand. Oh man, I tell you something, bro. Yeah, yep. Hey, look, I think Shark was pretty clever to model themselves right after Dyson and say, man, we're just gonna we're gonna do it cheaper. Okay. So even if they mirror the problems Dyson had, right? At least at least it's cheaper. Oh man, the worst best brand. My old boss. Yeah, this could have been honestly, this could have been the reason why they were having some problems with this unit. Who knows? So still, it needs to be cleaned out regardless. Um, let me, yeah, the boss used to tell me you don't want to be the best of the worst and worst of the best. Okay, you've been a shot girl for years now. Yeah, Dyson's far beyond my tech. Yeah, but you know what? It's not even that. Which is fine. I understand that. But now that I'm working with it, it's more people. Yes, they kind of pioneered a lot of these uh, bagless styles. The bagless idea is not new. The bagless style that they use is they pioneered that. So a lot of guys piggyback off that. So I give them that, right? And I give them the ingenuity of learn making small motors and stuff like that, and kind of capitalizing on that. But the other stuff, the price point versus what you're actually getting, yeah, go with the shark. You know what I mean? Because they all make it in here all the same. They all, they gotta get in here all the same. And some people like it, and you know, some even the way it hugs the carpet is good for a lot of folks. They like the way it feels. It feels like it's really doing something, and it is picking up. I mean, it's not like it's not picking up dust. I don't know about grit. I don't know about sand and grit, but it is picking up dust. You know, you want sand and grit, you're going to need a deep cleaner to get sand and grit out of your carpet. And I don't think these guys are sand and grit guys. And the sand and grit is what destroys your carpet. Where every time you walk on it, you move left, right, pivot. The grit in your carpet is what's cutting away at carpet fibers and stuff like that. So if you're not getting the grit out, you're making the carpet look good on the surface. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would say so. Justify. He said good design ideas for sure. Just struggling in the production department. Yeah, and a lot of them are weak. A lot of the bodies at the bottom, I get a lot of them in here, especially the ball ones. They crack at the bottom. When people are trying to twist it left and right, so the body can't seem to handle people's left and right turns, and just a lot of materials just seem to be that I guess a lot of companies in general are using cheaper material, and then so the plastics get real brittle, so they can't handle any real, you know. So that's just what it is. All right, so this guy's gonna have to get washed out, and you know Let me put this away before I lose these in my magnet. Washed out and properly cleaned and all that stuff. All this stuff got to get cleaned out. All this got to get cleaned out. And so I'm gonna get that done. All right. So I'm gonna get that done. Let me move this out the way. Okay, and we'll move this out the way for now, and we'll get to the next one. Because I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom, and if I don't have to have you guys wait on me, I'll try not to. So at least you see what's inside this. Okay. Next up, let me just put this over here. So I'm gonna clean this one up. All right. Next up. Next up. Man. Let's see what this guy is saying, right? So I'm not getting anything from him. So I'm gonna have to probably swap out that battery or something. I'm gonna see if I have a charger in the back. But either way, let me dump this first. Okay. There's some crap in here. Alrighty. And let's go into this guy and see what he's saying, right? Let's see if he's talking nice to us. Coño, you know what I'm gonna have to do, guys? I'm gonna have to go back on my. No. I took a picture. You saw what I just did. You saw what just happened, right? I'm looking at the wand, and I'm like, oh shit, which one did it? Which one did it? Which one? I know which one this belongs to. This guy here, but the wand, I just got screwed up. But I took a picture beforehand. Oh man, I would have been panicking. I have to go back on the video and watch the video again or something. Let me see. Hold on. Purple one. Okay. The purple is for this one. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing good, man. What you got going on over there?
Man, I'm gonna try to get this one fixed and buy something else.
Is that what you were doing? Okay.
That's what I like to do. Royal.
Okay.
I bought that from the Indian Trail vacuum store when they used to be there years ago.
Yeah.
Over
there. A1, A plus.
Yeah. A plus or something. We've had it for years.
So you're a canister person?
Well, we like it. The wife likes it, but I mean, we got some other stuff too, and I want to try to buy something else.
Like the full behind.
Yeah.
Okay. Stick or like a commercial style? Because that's really what I is either stick like these or commercial.
Yeah.
The way I have in here.
Well, what do you recommend? Because we bought we've got the Dyson.
Yeah.
Gosh, man. I want something that works.
You know what? If you want a commercial, strong commercial, then that looks domestic, like a residential, then something like this would be good. Like a car. Like he normally sells the cars. Back in,
Yeah.
And these are the same company.
Okay.
Yeah. So they have the same design.
Yeah.
So we can probably go something like this, or if you just want like, right? Because commercial is probably better, stronger machine.
Yeah.
It's just the way.
So those are commercial.
It's commercial grade.
Yeah. So what's the difference between the Titan and the Simplicity?
Price.
Okay.
Perfect. Yes.
Besides that, they operate the same.
Yeah, if you look at them, look at the design.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same.
They almost they look identical. It's the same master company.
Yeah. That's the way these guys work.
All right. So what's the cost on that?
Okay, so you're talking 4.
Yeah.
Versus 3.
Which one works better?
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. Actually, no. This one I still have to order. This
You
one
have to order that?
I just sold this one.
Okay.
So this one's in the box.
So I mean, why would I pay $100 more if they operate?
I wouldn't even. Again, I wouldn't tell you to. I'll be totally honest with you.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Yeah. I mean,
you know what it is? You know what? I purchased one of my commercial customers. Say, like, Wayne, just get me this.
Yeah.
Get me a good deal.
So that's got like the attachments and stuff on there.
Everything.
Okay. All right.
That's it.
I might get that thing then, man.
Yeah.
Versus these things over here.
Yeah, well, yeah, these you're gonna be dealing with charging issues. The only what I do like about these though is that you can just buy a new battery, you know. But because the other ones, the batteries are kind of built in.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not a fan of lightweight.
Yeah.
Because it looks good, it's trendy,
Yeah.
but it's not really in the car.
Yeah. It's not.
It's not deep clean.
All right, if I buy that right there, can you take a look and see if you can fix that?
Oh yeah.
It's kind of short. They're right in here.
Okay.
And it won't stay. See what I'm saying?
Ah. So every time you pull it back, it's
Yeah.
that's all.
Mm-hmm. Yes, one.
Okay. Okay.
And then it starts shortening a little bit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Now was it doing that before, or just
No,
the
it's just
short is happening before? Is the short's happening now, or was it always this loose?
It was no. That's over time. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we've had this thing for several years. I mean, I would say at least 8.
Okay.
Just overuse over time. It used to not be that loose.
Okay. Okay. No problem.
Then that's something you can do, or what do you recommend?
Yeah, I'll look at it.
Okay.
Because it's either two things. Either this is the reason, right? But it don't seem like it should be.
Mm-hmm.
Because it still should be, the contact should still be there.
Yeah.
All right. So if it's inside here, then that might be the problem.
Mm-hmm.
But if this is it, then we'll have to replace the whole line.
Okay.
Yeah, because they don't really design these for you to properly rip them out and put new components inside.
Okay.
Right now, these we can work on. We can open this up and change the components.
Okay.
But this here shouldn't mess you up like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because really, it's
She's
just
got to sit there and hold it just like this. And she's like, I'm tired of doing this.
it seems a little short though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We'll see.
Okay.
I was expecting this to be longer.
Okay.
We'll see. All right, no problem. I get on this.
You got this in the box.
Yes, it's brand new in the box. You can open it up if you like to take a quick look.
No,
Don't worry
I
about it.
trust you, man. I'm a relationship guy, so we establish a relationship. You treat me right, I'll be your customer for life.
That's positive, man.
Yes.
All right.
I just had to order a new vacuum. Pass that piece of crap Dyson we got, and I'm like, I'm not doing this again.
I'm not doing it again.
But
Yeah.
I like this right here.
You'd be surprised. The Dyson seem to have that that relationship with a lot of folks.
Well, it's like I said, it's trendy and all, man, but it's just like this doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I'm an old school curvy guy, so it's a heavy machine,
Yeah.
but at least I know it's gonna work. It's just that taking it up and down the stairs.
Well, it's like cars and trucks. I'd rather have 150.
Okay.
Proven.
Yeah. Yes.
That
That's what you
platform's
need.
proven. My dad always said, never buy a new version of a car.
Right. That's right. And you know what's funny? Even with cleaners, man, the new stuff that comes out, it seems like whoever did the test of it, because they start coming in warranties issues and all that stuff, and then they're like, okay, so we see what we're getting. And so once you guys do all that testing, in the lab, right, or the factory, whatever, before you put it in the market, it seemed like they just, hey, what do you think? Let's whip this together. And let's start selling it and see what happens.
Oh, it's like my company. We'll worry about it later.
Yeah, we'll worry about it later, man. Let's see what happens, we gotta move it,
So who's the parent company? This is stuff right here.
Man. You know what? The same. What's funny is the same guys that manufacture these are just the same guys that manufacture these.
Okay.
And the only difference is that this distribution companies, what they do is like, well, guys, we want that design. So I get these for my distributors, and I get this for my distributors.
Yeah.
But this is like the Riccar right here.
Oh yeah. Wow.
So look at it.
That's crazy.
So it's like, so these, I have one distributor who sells me these, and one distributor who sells me these, and then I go with Tacony that sells the Riccar, Clean Max, the Simplicity. And when I realized that Uber and Boric and Dirt Devil are all under the same company,
The same thing.
I'm just
Yeah. Yeah.
And before that, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I just thought it was like food companies, like cookies and stuff like that.
Well, it's all owned by. If you look at it, all they do is they buy the brands.
Yeah.
They keep the brands, but they're all under common ownership.
Yeah, that's it. And it's like, and then they all go to one guy that makes everything.
Yeah.
It's like, so what am I selling here? So I stopped doing that.
Okay.
And online, I'm like,
Yeah.
man, this one's better because this has a, like, no, they got the same motor. Man.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Yeah.
So I said, it depends. You want that? You want that?
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, I'll get this done.
Yeah. I had to cut that out, man.
I get it.
Yeah. I'll do this. Let me give you this for your name and
Okay.
And phone number and stuff, and then help me get a pen. It's fair. How's that?
All right.
Yep. Because I still battle with the mentality of the throwaway.
Yeah.
mentality,
Yeah.
So the repair and online sales and stuff like that is really what kind of keep the business going. Okay.
You want just my phone number, or you need my address?
Yeah, this name is one of those.
Okay.
There we go. And then I'm just gonna add you here, so at least. Today's date. So you're in sales or?
Yeah.
I kind of figured that.
Employee benefits for companies
Okay.
like municipalities, school systems, hospital healthcare systems.
It's crazy. I was just looking up the percentage of what do you call it, the percentage of the growth over years,
Mm-hmm.
Insurance premiums, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was just trying to see where it peaked and where changes were made.
What on earth are you looking at that data?
It was for I was debating the whole ACA thing.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I think it peaked a little bit after, but that was
That's how you get your insurance, your medical insurance.
no through my this is with the tax and everything.
Okay.
Through my wife's company
Oh, okay.
that she worked for.
Yeah.
I used to work another job just to cover that, man.
I bet.
Myself.
A lot of people do that.
And I was just like, I can't do this no more.
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
Yeah, it's good if you got a spouse. If you're a
Yeah.
small business owner, it's good to have a spouse.
Yeah, because that's how much expensive it was for me. I was like, oh, get out of here. I'm not
It's crazy,
doing
man.
this.
It's crazy.
And that thing was killing me. So I said, nah, I think I'm going to come back.
Yeah.
Okay, oh, they sent it right there.
Yeah.
All right, man. Thank you, David.
You'll
David
call me about
Fisher.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. And what I'll do is, I'm gonna let you know. I'm not gonna just order stuff without telling you,
Okay.
and then hit you with a big bill or something.
Yeah.
And then I'll just give you my honest opinion, man.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing.
Yep.
Or
Yeah, I get it. If the wand costs the price of a new one, or
because that happens a lot.
yeah, I get it. I understand. I appreciate you doing that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for. Somebody's willing to do that.
That's
So
awesome.
I'll buy from you. The easiest person to sell to is a salesperson.
Positive.
Yeah, man. Good to meet you.
Yes, you too.
All right.
All right.
Cool, man.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
I'll give you a call soon. Okay.
All right. Have a good day, Wayne.
Too. What's up, folks? All right. let me continue down this road. I guess what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna clean this out real quick. Hey, Brianne. How's it gonna bring you a vacuum that needs dumped and charged? Dyson runs bad. Hell, they're cutting iron. $600. Yeah, curling iron. Yeah, man, curling iron. Who the hell is buying a curling iron for $700? Are you supposed to think that if you don't buy one for $700 that you're just not, you're not part of the clique? I bet you there's a lot of people who buy those damn curling irons just because they want to be, in with their friends or whatever. So I guess a lot of businesses do thrive off of that, right? That people want to buy to be, well, I have this, that kind of thing, and it is fine, that's your own. But I wouldn't want to be the victim of that. you bought some, you bought something that I could have got for like I could have got the service of a $50 item or an $80 item, and I bought $800 item for something I really could have gotten the same service out of a $80 item. I would hate to be the victim of that, man. I probably did that when I was younger, but now, nah, man. I'll be no. I'm sorry. My kids, they can use the money more than my ego. Status. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I was searching for the words, Brienne. They buy it for status. Let me go back to this here. Let me go back to what works. Um, they buy it for status. Man, the guy that was here, man, he had like great hair, man. His hair was perfect. I was like, dude, you must spend. I didn't say it to him though. I was like, you must spend hours on his hair. Everything was in place. It looked real to it. It didn't look like it was like some fake hair. It was just like, I was like, damn, this guy. So he was talking to me. I saw how he stand. He was like, you were in sales, right? He said, yeah, I was in sales. I'm in sales. I was like, okay, I got it. I figured. I figured you were in sales, man. Oh my God. Perfect hair. All right, let me get this out of here. Just kind of pull up a little bit as I go. Pop, pop, pop. And let's see what this thing looks like underneath. Okay. I got one more pop to do. Here we go. Okay. All right. So we're going to do the same for this. Clean that out. Let's take these out. So if someone want to maintain their machine, something like this would do. You know? I heard a saying, I don't know if it's attributed to anybody, but guy was saying that this is all cruddy. And this too, but I don't see any actual real clog. I just see like a whole bunch of crud. This may be a actual battery issue, possibly. I have to check the battery and see what the voltage comes out. Yeah, so this needs to be cleaned. Okay, this needs to be cleaned. This needs to be cleaned. All right. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna see if I have a charger in the back. If I don't, I'm gonna swap out the charger just to test to see if the motor is still acting funky. All right, but yeah, so all this needs to be cleaned out, and then I'll put it back together again. Okay. All right, so that's that. There's no mystery here. This is basic maintenance stuff. No mystery. All right, I do have something that I don't normally like to do, but this is a friend of mine who gave me a lot of business and just asked me if I can do something for him on this. And so I'm gonna try. I don't like to fix these cords like this. It's a pain in the ass, man. I did it like twice. Where's my cutter? I don't want to use a scissor. I did it like twice where I'm just gonna move this in here. And but I don't like doing it. And this is always a pain to get off this section right here. Because you're gonna have to remove this to open this whole thing up properly and then to reattach it. And I always have a tough time with this. So let's see. Let's go at it. You're gonna watch me struggle. You're gonna watch me struggle, man, because this is my Achilles. my Achilles here. These little things where I gotta just like take a whole hour just to get a damn piece off. Unless somebody has a nice, a easier way to do it that I just haven't discovered. Yo, you know it's so crazy when people pull up to the front of my store and they pull up and they back up all the way to the door. You know, and it's like, especially when they have those big trucks. Some of these guys will put their big ass trucks, man. And it's like, dude, you're right in front of my door. Right? You're right, Brianna. Better than I was looking for my tools. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You should have seen me cussing at myself earlier when I was looking for my when I was looking for this. And I was like, man, oh, look at you. Watch me and him. Watch me and him, man. This guy from you're gonna hear his accent from St. Thomas. Yo,
Man,
you're trying to what? Why you pull up so close to my door, Star?
I know.
You're trying to block my people from coming in here, man.
You know, I was deciding if I was in front of the door or not. That's what I'm thinking, but I'm on profile because I didn't realize. And then I see that car there, I didn't realize.
I didn't even know that was you. I was talking a whole bunch of crap about you.
Shit, oh, you pull up this piece of car, boy. You know what I'm saying, boy? I was like, why am I going back this way far, man? Leave me alone. I say, I hope I'm straight.
Yeah, well, hey, at least it was on your mind.
Yeah.
At least you thought about it.
But, you know,
Cats, they get out and they leave, man.
I know I see your car. I said, he here. I said, I don't know who the car I want to too close. But when I'm backing up, and I start, you see, I take a minute to get out.
Yeah. Thank you, man. Oh, hey, Sydney, what's up, girl? Oh, man, I didn't look over at this side. Good morning. Thank you for sharing this kind of motivational person. Hey, is that Tart Clinic? I love that. I used to text like that. Like the 4 is an A. That's cool. Tart Clinic. Sydney, been a minute. Hey, Wayne.
I'll see you before
I'm doing.
Come out.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right. So that accent there is from St. Thomas, if you didn't hear it. That's a St. Thomas accent. I met that guy when I first moved to North Carolina in an apartment. I sold him a Kirby, my apartment building. And then I found out that he was, and I was like, yo, you're from St. Thomas, man. And actually, you know what it is? He ran into my sister-in-law first. And then I sold him a Kirby. But he lives in an apartment. I was like, dude, guy from St. Thomas in North Carolina, dude. What's going on? He said, man, there's a lot of people from a lot of places in North Carolina. You know? Sydney, man, good to have you, man. Okay, so here's the struggle, right? Okay, I know there's a way to do this. I just haven't figured it out. And I know there's smarter people out there that figure this out. But they have this locked in here, okay? And the only way I know how to get this thing off is to pry it off, right? And I've tried to see if there's like maybe I have to turn it an extra twist, and then I can slide it off or something, you know? I still haven't figured it out. So the only way I know how to get it off is to pop it. So if anybody out there, let me see, makes me want to eat coconuts. Hey, man, that's cool. No, nothing wrong with that, man. You know, or drink Bahama Mama. You know, you know, that's all right. That's all right. Let's see, man. Golly. Come on, help me out here. This time, I think I'm just going to do it on both sides and see if I can pop it on both sides. Let's see. Gosh. Yeah, I think that's what I got to do. I got to I hate messing with this, I swear. But there's that part of your job that you just have to do it, right? All right, come on. Got it. Oh, shite. Oh my God, that's the easiest I've had it ever working with this damn thing. All right, so let's go next. Let's go next. If my memory serves me right, it should be able to just pop open and just have to kind of pop out, and then I think you go from there. Let's see. You know how many people have like torn stuff like this, and they just stuck, meaning that there's nothing they can do. You know, they never. Okay, 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 okay. Slide up, nice and easy, nice and easy, nice and easy, and it stuck. So they throw this stuff away. You know. So let's see if it's possible, guys, for us to do this. What we want to do here. Okay, it may be possible, it may not be, but I think so. I'm optimistic. Okay. All right, so let me do this. I'm going to give it a little extra length here because I see that it has a little extra length for, I think this is for the ground, okay? So I may have to use my soldering to do something. But Happy New Year to you, Sydney. It's always a pleasure to see you, bro. Hey, who's that? Modern vacuums don't allow you to clean the brushes or inside the brush. Yes, yes. It's a pain in the butt, man. Like on the Sharks, the new ones anyway. I gotta take the whole head apart to properly clean it. So, you know, if you're down with it, you know, if you're down with it, then yeah, you know, it's a nice little task for you to do, you know. But if you're not that kind of a person, then it's really a hassle to just, you know, take your brush out and just spray it and clean it and scrub it or whatever. Yeah, and some Dysons are the same. You have to really kind of go at it to try to clean underneath and all that stuff. Why they do it like that, I have no clue. I don't know. I don't know. You know. And at the same time, it's not like I don't appreciate the business when people say, "Hey, can you, you know, can you clean this for me?" And at first, I'm like, "What do I look like cleaning your vacuum?" What are you trying to say? No, not that. Not really. And it was just that I'm looking at the vacuum. I'm like, "Oh God, man." You know, just you know, you don't want me to just change the switch. You want me to clean the whole thing? It takes longer to clean the thing than it is to just change the switch, you know. And then I just dropped that altogether. I realized that unfortunately these people are stuck with this circumstance because these machines are not making it available. So I like, you know what? That's part of my service. Let me do it, and let me not even fuss about it. Because when they come in, some of them come in with like crud. It's like, gosh, you know, God. But after a while, I'm like, you know what? They're a victim of circumstance. Let me lend my skill to help this person, and that's it. And that's it. That's it. Okay. So that's where it is. So I'm gonna have to solder this man over here. All right. I'm not gonna go into all of that right now. Over the video. Okay. So I'm gonna I'll get into that. But for this is a quick for someone just quickly. Let me see, make sure I did this right. No, it's this way. Then you would just feed this through. See that? And then you can just get it back on, get this in here, and there you go. You just shortened your your hose a little bit, but you may have to screw it on. You know, you shorten your hose a little bit, but you put yourself in a better position to not have to throw it away. At least not right away. You know, but you're gonna have to screw this on, guys. This is the way they set this thing up. Well, no, I mean, yeah, I'm still I'm still gonna have to do it. Let me leave it. Let me let it hang down here so I can do it right. Because I don't want to take this off of here right now. So this copper wire, I'm just kind of leaving it on. I really don't want to take it off right now. Not if I don't have to. And because it's a lot easier for you to screw this than it is for you to screw the hose. You know. Yeah, it looked like I'm gonna have to. Damn it. Let me extend it a little bit. See if I can give myself a little better room to twist and turn. Come on. Come on. Get in there. There you go. Gotta keep it balanced somehow. Ah, damn it. All right, fine. Gosh. Let me take it off. Oh my God. Let me take it off, man. Damn. Forcing me to do it this way. Okay, you could take this out like this. All right, you could take this all out. I just didn't want to do that, man. Damn it. So it's a lot easier to do it this way. What they say, when you start to do shortcuts, it end up being longer than you wanted it to be. Shit. All those old adages always turn out to be true, man. No matter how you cut it. No matter how you cut it. Actually, you know what? Let me get rid of this piece here because this is in my way, and then I'll. You still need this piece to stick out, so I'm just gonna get rid of this for now because it's in my way right now. Every time I'm turning it, it's cutting. It's like digging into my hand. All righty. Let's do it. There you go. Let's get over that first hump. Okay, we're in there. We're in like Flynn. Okay. So now I'm still gonna need this piece to extend. So what I'm gonna do, let me just kind of give it a little extra, and then I'm gonna cut back a little bit here. I'm gonna cut back a little bit here so I have that little metal piece hanging out there. Let me get a blade. Hey, Brand, I didn't have to look too long for that one. Sydney, what you said? You saw my last live stream yesterday. There was an idiot guy saying, oh yeah? He was saying stuff about me? I wonder that makes a person that kind of thing, yeah. Spreading free hate to other people. Don't listen to this crap, man. You're the best. Man, Sydney's all right. Listen, Sydney, I have Brienne that is like, you know, he stepped in the wrong puddle. That's what happened. And Brienne took care of him. Jen, thank you. Here's a little blessing for the business. Well, gosh, man, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah, man. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for your support. That's what she said. Hey, I love those humor. Yes, I love that humor. That's for sure. You're welcome. Being a vacuum technician is a dying business. Most people just do it themselves unless they have the money. Yeah, it is. And there's an amazing job helping those who do it themselves. Yeah. You know, you know what? Someone had asked me, why did I do that? Because I'm you know, why am I even doing that? Because aren't you afraid that the people that you're servicing is just going to see your video and then do it themselves? I was like, no, I'm not worried about that. I said, what's going to happen is people are going to do it themselves anyway. Those people exist anyway. You got it? And then there are people who are just not going to do it, right? And then you have people who don't have service centers near them. So, for all those reasons, right? So I'm like, let me just put it out there. You know, I mean, why be selfish if I don't have to? So let me just put the info out there, and then who can use it, and then who can benefit from it, benefit from it. That's it. And but you're right, Sydney. There are people out there that they give out hate, but honestly, man, those people are hurting somewhat inside, man. If that's how you really think you have to live your life, I can't imagine what's inside your head. I can't imagine what you say to yourself. You know what I'm saying? I can't possibly imagine your inner talk to yourself. If you have for no other reason, you're just pushing out that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I know it's cliche it when you say, "Oh, I feel sorry for that guy." I know it's cliche, man, but honestly, man, think about the kind of self-hate people would have to walk around with that much hate in their system, you know. And then those people sometimes, man, it's a good contrast. You can tell if you're on the right path yourself. You know what I mean? It's like what happens if you don't realize you're being a dick? you're thinking you're being cool, and you don't realize it. But when you see someone who's being like real, then you're like, I don't want to be like that. What am I doing something? Am I like that? So those they serve a purpose, man. Unfortunately, some people are not strong enough to handle it, so it does affect people. But I can look at it and laugh, you know. So um, now everyone has a boiling point, so you can push a guy too far, of course, but that's surface level stuff, man. That's not that stuff will never ever get to me, you know. Hold on. When we're vacuums, this is when I'm help you. Hi. Yes. Yes, we do. Well, that's good, and we do an extra special job for people with your accent. Now I'm just kidding you. No, no, bring it on in. I'll be more than happy to take care of it. Yeah. Oh, okay. Right. Oh, yeah, yeah, great. Well, yeah, just come on in, okay? Hmm. Yes, that's awesome. Yeah, that's great. I never heard it said that way before, but that's fantastic. That's great. No, 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 622. That's cool. But yeah, yeah. But whenever you like to come on in during the business hours, I'll be more than happy to take a look at it for you. Okay. Yeah. Oh, great, great. I'll see you today then. Okay. You're welcome. Bye bye. The British lady. I don't know. Oh, one of those places. It was. She was funny. It, had a real nice voice. You know, what have a nice voice. Brienne got a nice voice, guys. You guys have never heard Brienne talk. Holy cow! Man, knock me out. Don't want to say it too loud. I was like, hey, I got to talk about you, honey. Um, all right, so I'm all set here, guys. Okay, for this setup here. Okay, and so I'm at least gonna give it back to him. Hold on, like right here to that. So I'm just gonna move that little metal piece to do what this is doing. This part here. Okay, and I'm just gonna reattach it, and that's how we're gonna do that. So, but I have to solder it in. So that's the next part I got to do with this. But other than that, this is fixed. So somebody can he can at least use it for another couple of months or a year or so before he have to actually replace it and get something else. How's that? Okay, I'll get all this fixed up. So I'm all done. I'm pretty much done, guys. I still have some stuff. I got what time is it? I got a backpack that have no power. I have a Electrolux it's receiving power, but it's not turning on the motor. But the brush roll turns on. So I got to figure out what's happening there. Got a couple of stuff I'm working on. So I got to clean this up, and then that's pretty much it. So if anybody have any questions about cleaners or anything else, let me know. Let me know. At visibly gone. Visibly gone. Well, let me see what's going on, man. I missed a whole lot. What the hell? Sydney, you're right. They serve a purpose to show us how we shouldn't be. Yeah, Sydney. I mean, that's just what it is, man. And honestly, you know what it is too. I'm not into mystic stuff, right? So, but I know when people say that you carry an aura. I'm not talking about it like you have some glowing thing around you. I'm talking about that when you walk into a room, you can come in and you can brighten the room, or you can just like bring a darkness in a room. And the same thing to a conversation, and the same thing to an interview, a same thing to a meeting, a business opportunity, meeting the person of your life, whatever, right? You bring that with you. And honestly, if you're dark inside, and I'm not talking about my skin color, right? But if you're dark, man, people pick it up, bro. And the person that will still do business with you, even though you're like that, either they're desperate, they don't really give two craps about you because I just need to get what I need and get out of here, kind of thing. Or that person is also damaged, right? So, that's it costs. There's you know what I'm saying? There's a cost to it, man. So I can't afford to walk around like that. And I look at this guy and I'm like, dude, you must be able to afford that because there's a price to pay for that, bro. And it's not just because, you're going to go to hell. No, you really ruin relationships. You ruin business deals. You ruin opportunities. You ruin stuff for yourself just because of that energy you're bringing. That's just the way it is. So that it's not just, I'm not just being, trust me, it's not cliche stuff. I've seen people do this in sales. I've seen them do it in situations where they could have gotten assistance from somebody that they need, like somebody's help, let's say, and they're going to the store, they're going back to the retail store, and you could close the person into helping you, right? You can just give them a compliment. You can show up with a smile or whatever it is. And you can say, listen, I really need your help with this thing. I know you probably see, a million people a day, right? Okay. And what's your name? Sandy. Listen, Sandy, I'm Wayne. You can really just properly introduce. But if you're coming like that, they already made a decision. They're not going to help you. They already made a decision. You know what I'm saying? If you're a salesperson like that, they made a decision. No matter what you have in your hand, I am not going to buy from you, and they won't even have to tell you. Okay, so it's a cost. If they're willing to pay that price, then they can walk around like that. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. That's why, hey, and I'm done here. That's why the guys that come on, if you're gonna troll, I'm saying, listen, be funny, like be funny, make it worth it, or start a channel, man. Like if you have that much talent in the way you are gonna describe your insult, then man, then start something. But you're doing it for what? You're doing it for nothing, dude. Come on, get out of here. All right, that's it. I think I'm done for today, but I still got a lot of work to do for the rest of the day. But as for the show, I'm kind of gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna chat with Brianne and see what kind of stuff we're gonna put up for you guys. I want to put up a drawing, a contest. I just don't know what and when, so we'll shoot the breeze and see what's something cool I can put up in kind of a drawing. I know you're all the way in Brazil, my man. So that's a long way, right? You live official LGB. This live is an official LGBT verified safe place hosted. Okay. There's no such thing as safe place, bro. I swear, that's silly. There's no such thing as a safe space. That is nonsense. That's like creating weak people. You're trying to manufacture weak individuals if you're looking to create safe space for people. Okay? And people can take me and people can not like it. There's no such thing. Okay? The way safe as in, I guess like security, whatever guard. I'm talking about like safe from insults, safe from feeling like someone said something and stepped on your toe and make you feel bad. There's no such thing, man. Don't buy that stuff. And I know this person's probably trolling or maybe they're promoting themselves or whatever. That's fine. But whoever's reading the comment, know that me, the way I see it, there's no such thing. That's bullshit. All right? Okay? The moment you if you're going to talk truth, okay? If you're going to be truthful to people, you're going to risk insulting them. Period. If I tell you what, if I ask Brianna, hey, Brianne, I keep saying Brianne, what do you think about this thing? And if I value her being honest with me, I'm going to risk her telling me, nah, I don't like it. So what? All of a sudden, I'm in the safe space. I can't believe you insulted me. Are you serious, man? You guys need to get over that stuff, okay? You need to get over that. And whoever sold it to you, give it back to them and tell them that they sold you a bag of goods. That's okay? It's not a count? Oh, okay. What is it? It's a bot? No, still, it's okay. The fact that it was said is why I wanted to address it. It's not even that it's a real person or not. It's just that people do buy this, right? They buy it as they buy these ideas. And then they spread the idea. And then they tell it to their kids and all this other stuff. And then people, they grow up sensitive and they can't even take regular criticism. They can't take ridicule or reprimand. And I'm like, nah, man, we got to be stronger than that. Okay? That's just my opinion. Guys, I'm out of here. Sydney, thanks for coming, man. You're the best. And Brianne, as always. As always. All right? As always. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for hanging out with me, for real. You know it. Let me find my exit. And I want to say this name right. Geniot Jada, am I saying this right? I want to say it right. Geniart. Jada 9994. Geniart. Am I saying it right? Geniart? Because I would love to see you again if you pop back in. Janier. Ooh. Ah. Oh, Janier. Oh, that's cool. All right, Janier. Hey, hope you pop back in, okay? I like that. All right, Brienne. We'll chat later, okay? If you have a couple of ideas on that, let me know, and we'll run something. We'll run something, some kind of giveaway.